The most devastating thing you've ever heard in your life is to hear your child has cancer. There's just nothing greater in terms of devastation.
It is the life-altering news thousands of parents hear each year. Any sense of normalcy is tossed out the window and the priority becomes surviving. That's when these families and their children need something like this room, a place to learn and something to focus on other than their disease. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
And I'm Jane McCarthy. When a child is diagnosed with cancer, then they often face that onslaught of chemotherapy or radiation.
At Sacred Heart Children's Hospital, there's a new program helping kids cope, and it has nothing to do with medication or treatment, but as I recently found out, it is changing lives. So this is your brand new classroom.
It is.
Inside Sacred Heart Children's Hospital, there's one room that stands out.
It's been quite effective.
It's supposed to.
Lemon volcanoes, Caterpillar, whatever we can do to get kids engaged.
This classroom looks different than your typical classroom, and that's because it's designed for children battling what is oftentimes a life-threatening disease or illness.
It isn't a traditional classroom at all. Usually we have 2 to 3 kids in here at a time, because we just never know who's well enough to come out of their room for the day.
Something exciting and fun to do.
Maggie Rowe is a social worker by trade and the driving force behind the effort to educate kids in the Children's Hospital. The school program here has been up and running for about a year, but the classroom is brand new.
Open today.
And Maggie says it's more than just a space to learn.
And the classroom is just one place that makes these kids feel normal again.
It's meant the world. I mean, it's just a lot better than being in a hospital room.
Logan Temple was at the end of his senior year in Sandpoint and had already been accepted to college in Colorado when he got the devastating news.
I mean, you shut down when your doctor says that.
Doctors found a grapefruit-sized tumor in his chest. It was stage 4.
One lung was full.
Between the countless procedures and treatments, Logan says he'd come here to keep up on his academics and escape.
About halfway through my time here, this actually got built and came in here, and I was like, wow, this is super cool. Like, never thought you'd see something like this in a hospital, have a 3D printer and stuff. So
Logan is now in remission and has his sights set on college. He is among the dozens of students served by the school program since its launch. Last school year, it served 230 students with a medical diagnosis and 60 kids on the behavioral health unit. So far this school year, the program's helped roughly 70 kids. The program consists of just 3 full-time staff, including a social worker, a teacher, and an educator's assistant. There's also a team of 10 volunteers who teach a variety of subjects to kids of all ages. Hey, buddy. Hi. How are you? Kids like Riker Hardy. The 6th grader is battling osteosarcoma or bone cancer.
We got beakers.
On this day, he was unable to make it to the classroom, so the teacher came to him.
Our household ingredients. What's it like?
Kind of a soft, sticky goo.
Today's lesson, polymers or slime.
It's all stuck together. It was fun making the slime and everything.
What was your favorite part about it?
Getting dirty.
Riker would rather be with his friends in school, but he enjoys the lessons.
How would you describe what's happening with it?
And his mom is thankful for them.
I think it is an awesome program, and I was really excited to hear about it. And that was one of my biggest concerns when the doctor said that he would not be able to attend school this entire school year.
He's incredible.
The program exists in large part because of former NFL quarterback Mark Rippon. His foundation provided a grant to hire the staff and pay for the classroom. For Mark, the goal is simple.
If they're in the hospital for a long period of time, our goal is to make sure that these kids get an opportunity for higher education.
It's a cause that's close to his heart. He lost his son to cancer nearly 20 years ago.
And to honor, my son Andrew in this way is awesome, and I'm very grateful.
And I'm so excited to show you about this.
As for Maggie, she's thrilled to now have a classroom and the equipment to engage students like Riker and Logan and keep them focused on learning instead of illness or disease.
So there's a huge body of research and evidence behind keeping kids mentally strong and focused and distracted in a lot of ways to help them cope with some of the worst experiences that they could have in the hospital.
So Maggie, who you just heard from there, says they're always looking for volunteers to come in and help teach some of these children. She said they have 10, but they're looking for more. So if you're interested, you can certainly do that. Also, we mentioned the Ripon Foundation provided the grant for this program. It's a 3-year grant. They're 2 years into the program. If you're looking to a good local organization to donate your money to, this is certainly a good one doing good things in our community. We have links to both of those on our website, crim.com.
Love it. Focusing on something positive in the toughest of times.
And keeping kids learning, which is also huge.
Yeah.